Hi everybody and welcome back to my War Games hobby channel. You can see I'm at a big exhibition, and this is Warfare, which is taking place in Farnborough Airport this year. I'll just show you the game that we're going to be doing. We're here today representing Farnborough War Game Society. We don't do anything like this, but this is Reading War Game Society. Have a big event every year called Warfare, as I'm sure you know, and this year, it's in Farnborough Airport. So we thought as a local club we should be represented. So we have got a game going on today, which I'll now show you. All right, so here's our game. You can see we're doing a game called Escape from Hattin. And there's the game all set up and ready to go. Let me just explain what this game's all about. Over here you'll see we're using the Lion Rampant set of rules, and in the supplement of Lion Rampant called the Crusader States, there's a scenario called Escape from Hattin. And what that is the Battle of Hattin, which took place in 1187, where Saladin managed to wipe out the Crusader army in a near a village called Hattin. There's the edge of the village of Hattin over there, and you see a little oasis near the road in the middle of the table. And what happened was the battle, in fact, if you see where the Crusaders coming on here, to the left of that is where the main battle took place. But there was a small group of knights managed to escape the Battle of Hattin. And Raymond of Tripoli, represented by this chap here, and Balian of Ibelin managed to escape. The rest of the Crusaders sadly got wiped out or sold into slavery or converted to Muslims. But the idea of this game, the scenario in the book, is that some knights and some cavalry from the main Crusader army managed to reach this well and then get off that corner of the table. In fact, it's based on what happened in real life anyway, but we've adapted it slightly to make it look good. We've added some infantry as well, but these are the two units that in theory hopefully might be able to get off the table. The rest of the army probably won't, but you never know, the game might go their way. Over here, this is roughly where Saladin came on. He's not represented on the table because he wasn't actually in that part of the battlefield. And there's other leaders in the village, and they're holding the well as well. We'll try and have a game later. We're actually using it as a demo game just to show what can be achieved if you start collecting figures and the terrain. This is a desert sort of terrain. There's a lot of rough ground, which would favour the Saracens. And we're also using it as a game if people want to try out the rules, because Lion Rampant are a very straightforward set of rules to use. They're not complicated at all, ideal for an evening game. Although this is actually quite a big game. For a normal game of Lion Rampant, you'd have 24 points aside. That's what they recommend. And what we've got on here today is about 48 points, double that. So this would be 2 players against 2 Saracen players. And we've played this at the club a few times now, and we can get the game finished in about an hour and a half. So if you're quick with a 24-point army game, you can get 2 games in one night, which you've done quite regularly. And the rules, although fairly simple, do work really well. I like them, and they've become very popular at the club because of their simplicity, because you can have a game without having your head stuck in a book all evening, which with some rules is the case. So there we are, there's the game set out. I'll let you know later on if we do play some of the game. We're really here to let people have a look at the rules and look at how a game would work out. We're using these rules. We'll have a little go later to see if we can get a result. The Saracens, as you can see around the outside of the table, you know, in the village of Hattin there. That's the road the Crusaders are trying to get out of. And there's lots of Saracen cavalry coming in on the flank here. And this is the main Crusader force trying to leave the table. Right, so that's the game. I'll now show you around a bit of the exhibition. It's only just opened about half an hour ago. It's very busy, so I'll walk you around anyway. So here we are. Let's start with this corner. This is near where our game is. There we are. This is our game here. We're in a nice position, and I'll just wander around the show now and let you have a look to see what you think. It's been open now about 45 minutes. It's very busy. One thing I like about this show is if you look out the window here, there's a massive car park here. It's easy to get to. We came into the airport and you can see how big the car park is. It's free parking. It's a massive car park. There's nothing much else happening here today. The airport obviously over there a little bit further, you can see. You can see there the airplanes. The airport is obviously open today, as it always is. But the only event on here today is warfare. So it's nice and easy to find, it's nice and easy to park. Now here's the show. This is the bringing by sale here. As you can see, very well attended. I had a look myself. I could have spent a fortune here, but I decided not to. Try and behave myself. Right, I'm just going to walk you through some of the stands, just so you get a feel of what it's like. As you can see, it's really busy. I think it's going to be a very big success today. It's mainly trade stands in this part of the show, and as you can see, they're pretty busy. But in a minute, I'll take you through to the second hall. Look at this. It's absolutely packed, isn't it? Oh, here's the guys from Tablescape. In our game, all the terrain I'm using, all the hills and the palm trees are from Tablescape. There we are. There's some of the lovely buildings they do. You recognise the palm trees from my game. And they do, there we are, the hills, there we are, I've got those hills as well. I've got the desert ones, but they do a really nice range of stuff. I shall be spending more money here later, no doubt. Right, well, lovely to talk to all the guys that I know from various trade stands. Crikey. It's mega busy. Look at it. Look at all this terrain here. It's fantastic stuff. I could spend a fortune here. Look at these lovely buildings. Spanish type buildings. They're great, aren't they? Look at this. Lots and lots and lots of terrain. Right, we're still finding our way through the trade stands. Back to the bringing by, which looks like it's been very successful. So I'm going to take you around the corner here, and I'm going to take you into the other room. You can see this is a big enough room anyway, and this is mainly trade stands with a few games going on. Ours is one of the few demo games, but you can see how big it is and what a good selection of trade stands there are. But if you come into here, look at this. More trade stands, loads of them. Various companies that I'm sure you'll recognise. And over here, loads of more demonstration games. And further down is where all the competitions are as well. So it's looking absolutely fantastic. You know, you can see how busy it is. I don't know how many thousands of people are going to come through here today, but I've got a feeling this is going to be a really successful show. Look at that, absolutely packed already. Just been chatting to the guys there that are running this show today. They're They're pleased so far the way it's going. Obviously it's still early days, but what a show this is going to be. It looks absolutely fantastic. Look at all this. This is all the competition side of wargaming. This is the serious bit, if you like. Personally, I don't enter competitions, but I know a lot of people do enjoy that side of it. I'm very much a casual player these days, but if you want to get it competitive, then by all means, this is one of the places you can come and do that. Absolutely fantastic. Look at this. So whatever set of rules you use, somewhere here there'll be some sort of competitive game going on. Don't ask me what rules they're using, I don't know, to be honest, because I don't do competitive gaming myself. Well, looking at it from another angle, look at that. Whatever rules you're into, whatever period you're into, somewhere here it will be covered. Look at this terrain here. Wow.
So this is exactly how the terrain is.
Yeah. Naval games. Look at this. This is a demo game. This isn't a competition. I keep having to stop the video because I keep getting keep bumping into people that I know. I've been wargaming for about 50 years. I mean, I'm not a serious player, as I've just mentioned. I don't do competitive stuff. But over the years, I've got to know a lot of people, and they keep stopping me and saying hello, which is lovely. It's been turning out to be a really nice day. So there we are. I think I just thought I'd show you around what's happening here. I'm going to head back to where my own club have got their demo game. And I'm going to go out and spend some money soon. I've got a little list in my pocket of the things that I want. Whether I'll find them all or not, it remains to be seen. But if they're going to be anywhere, they're going to be here somewhere. Right, back to our game now on our stand. Here we go. And here's a map of the exhibition. And we're just about here. We're not on the map because I think there was a bit of a mess up as to where we were going to be. But anyway, we're here next to this little door near the bring and buy. Okay, so the show's finished. I'm at home now, and I just wanted to explain a couple of things. It was a great show, it really was. I don't know whether you got there or not, but if you didn't get there this year, you definitely must next year. It was a brilliant show. First of all though, let's talk about our game. We never did get to play it as a game, that scenario. We were so busy showing people the rules, the figures, the terrain we use, and we just kept going all day. We were in such a nice spot right next to the bring and buy sale, and yeah, we just didn't stop. Because it wasn't just a demo, of course, it was a participation game, so we did let people have a go. What we did, not the whole game, we gave them 12 points aside and had a little fight over the oasis in the middle, and everybody that had a go really enjoyed it. So it was a great success from our point of view, the game, and it's certainly nice to put Farnborough War Game Society on the map. As you could see, the one that I did was the Crusaders in the desert in the Holy Land, the Battle of Hattin. The following day, Neil, another member of the club, did the Crusaders using the same rules, line rampant, but he did the Baltic States Crusaders. Here's a couple of pictures of the game that he put on. So overall, a really good weekend. Because as you know, the War Games Association of Reading have been in the Rivermead Centre for many years and held a very successful show there. Then COVID came along, and then the Rivermead closed down the sports centre, and they've had to move. And last year they went to Ascot Racecourse, which was very good as well. I went to that one. But this was even better because it was all on one level. Ascot was going up and down those stairs quite a bit. But in this one, it was all on one level, so it was perfect. Easy parking, and had a lot of very, very positive feedback from people I spoke to. The trade stands did really well, and everybody I spoke to that went said it was a great venue. So I think, and I have heard, that it was a big success. They upped the figures on Ascot last year, and I think when word gets around next year, it'll be even better. I do know that they are going to be there for the next 2 years. In fact, I picked up a bit of their blurb on the way around, and I see that next year, Warfare 2023 is going to be on the 11th and 12th of November. So make a note in your diary. And for those that really like to book a long, long way ahead, in 2024, it's the 9th and 10th of November. So it's going to be there for the next 2 years, which is absolutely brilliant, especially for me, because I live a 5-minute drive away. A bit lucky, really. I can walk it in 20 minutes. So it was a really good day. Thanks to all the members of the War Games Association of Reading. They did an absolutely fantastic job again in putting this show on. It's a lot of hard work, and it's lovely to see that it was such a big success for them, and I'm sure that will continue to be the case. And just a quick mention and a special thanks to the main show sponsors this year, which were KR Navarra and West Wind. This year's charity was Models for Heroes. It's their 5th anniversary, and what they do is they improve the lives of our bravest by providing a meaningful activity that promotes well-being, skill development and social interaction. And there's, I'll put underneath here, there's the website if you want to go there. So well done for War Games Association of Reading for supporting that very worthy charity. Right, that's it from me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Just to, if you didn't go, to show you what the show was like, make sure you get there for next year. In the meantime, look after yourself and enjoy your wargaming. See you soon.